Hola, hola mi gente, mi nombre es Marisol y me gusta ver Sober Car Wash on TikTok y YouTube. Adiós.
Your boy Sober, and this is the Car Wash. Hey, you guys can find us on YouTube and TikTok. Okay, I'm here with
Stephen Hess.
and
DJ.
all right. You guys see behind us, we got some amazing vehicles behind us, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So first of all, let's talk about what got you guys to get these vehicles, though. This Lamborghini. Let's talk about that.
Well, we have to talk about the other one first. We bought the GTR first.
Okay.
We actually bought it first.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
bought the GTR. That was something that I actually saw GTR first time in 2009.
2009.
Hilarious transition going from minivan mom. I had two high schoolers, and I'm like, okay, well, they're getting out of the house. I'm not going to need these anymore. And I wanted to get a little two-door coupe, and so I was looking at the two-door Nissan Altimas.
Whoa.
So
Altimas to a GTR.
yeah,
Whoa.
well, so when we went down to the Nissan dealership, they actually had a 2009 GTR on the floor, and I had looked at him and I'm like, that's the one I want. And he's like, yep, can't afford that at the time. Again, two kids going to college, just wasn't in the cards. But fast forward to 2015, and I was like, I still want that GTR. That's still calling my name. And
GTR is amazing.
yeah,
It's amazing.
so that's kind of how that evolved. But so happy that I bought it. Probably one of the best purchases we've ever made. It's definitely a lot of fun. It always brings a smile to my face.
I know, because I'm thinking about the times when Forest Racing, remember over at Little River,
Yeah.
you had it on there, and then not to mention, if I say this correctly, you was on the History Channel, right?
I was,
The
yes.
History Channel, Forest Racing, and
Mhm.
man, tell us a little bit about that.
So it was just kind of crazy. I had a girlfriend who knew that I raced it, and she had seen some of my stuff on Facebook. And she had a producer that was a friend of hers from childhood, worked for the History Channel, and they were doing for Race Week. They have that like every July. They do little segments, and so that year she was in charge of the Race Week stuff, and they did like little 1-minute promos about different people, different organizations throughout the country that love racing and are into the car scene. So they
That's
did
crazy.
so they came out, and it was an incredibly cool experience because like the whole production crew came out. There were like two different camera guys, and then they interviewed me. We went out to the track and did several runs down the track, and they filmed all of that, and seeing all of that come together at the end in that just 1-minute clip was
That's all right. That's
insane.
That's amazing. Hey, first of all, I want to apologize. We have some thrill seekers that just wanted to come. Yeah.
Stephen and I call them looky-loos.
I'm like, hey, now that's truly a blooper right there. You're like, get the hell up out of here, though. All right, but hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let's shift focus over to the Lamborghini.
So, we paid off the GTR in 2018, and so I was like, hey, she's got her car, I want a car, it's nice, so I need something.
That's all right.
And so the funny story is, we're actually looking at.
We're 80s babies.
Yeah.
And so, Lamborghini is just, like
Icon,
looking back,
yeah.
both of us looking back on, like Cannonball Run and, those, that was just kind of like the iconic thing for both of us. We
Yeah.
both enjoyed Lamborghinis. So
that's what we did. And so and then we thought, Lamborghini would be a little bit out of our price range. So then we were actually looking at a Lotus.
Whoa.
And so I was looking at a Lotus. We drove up to Dallas, and it was actually a holiday weekend. But the Lotus dealership, it was just an exotic place. They were closed for the weekend. And so I called them the day prior. Hey, we're gonna come tomorrow. I'll come down. And the guy's like, yeah, come on down. You know,
Wow,
come
that's
look at my
messed
stuff.
up.
And then I go in there closed. And so I was mad. I was like, I drove all the way up to Dallas from here, and so I'm like, okay. And so I was like, and so after that, we drove back. Everything, mad.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, forget it. I was like, look, if we're gonna buy a car and everything, I want to get something I really want. And I was like, let's just look at Lambos. And so within like 3 days, we already like looked at what we're going to do, and then went to Lamborghini Dallas. They had several in their showroom and stuff like that, and so we looked around. And funny story. So we go in, we take the GTR, we drive it up to Dallas to Richardson, where the Lambo deal, or the Lambo dealer is. And so we get in, asked to see a salesman and everything, and they're like, okay. Salesman comes up and he's like, hey, he's like, you guys here looking at Lamborghinis or anything? And I said, yes, sir. I said, we're looking at the Gallardos. And he's like, okay. And then he looks, he says, so y'all came up here in the GTR? And I said, yes, we did. And he's like, he whispers over to me, he goes, okay, the Gallardos you're looking at, they're not as fast as the GTR. He said, I just want you to know that right off the bat, that it's not going to be as fast as the GTR that you currently have. And I was like, not a problem. She's got the race bug, she's got that. I just want the look of her car and everything. So I understand, got it. So we'll go ahead and buy the Lambo instead. He told us, we were there to look at several different ones, and he said he actually pointed at hey, this is the one you want, it's been taken care of. We took it out for a test drive, liked it, brought it on the spot, drove it home.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, guys. Hey, we're about to get ready to take a break because now from talking about the GTR and the Lambo, we got to get a chance to look inside though. So you guys stay with us at Sober's the Car Wash. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Sober with Trudy M. Rise Magazine. Hey, I got the latest and greatest here. Okay. This magazine covers some of the car shows that we attended and hosted in 2025. All right. So remember, if you're interested in purchasing your copy, go to mattcloud.com. The link is actually on Trudy M. Rise Magazine page. And you got to scroll down a little bit because we're always posting pictures from car shows or whatever. But the link is there. So if you're interested, I purchased this copy. It's going to run you roughly about $20. But I purchased this copy and it came in the mail within about 2 weeks. Okay. So actually, it was a little under 2 weeks since I created this magazine. So if you're interested, and you can look at it online. If you want to purchase it, you can download it if you want to or whatever. But it's here. All right. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace. Be blessed. More about this amazing GTR. But before we start going around the car, we got to talk about this wrap. Got to talk about it. So. And I only had 8 color crayons growing up, so I don't know what color this is. So just so you know that.
All right. So it's actually called Dyno Prism, and it's actually a paint protection film. A paint protection film. So it's a color change. So as you walk around it, you're going to see blues, purples,
I do see the purple.
turquoise. Like from my angle here, I've got some turquoise.
See, there we go with the 8 color crayons. See, I'm already lost.
See? So, but it's pretty cool because the wrap itself, or the paint protection film, is actually clear, and it's just got some like glitter sparkle to it, and it's interacting with the paint color underneath it. So if you put this on Steven's white Lamborghini, it's going to look completely different.
Oh, okay. So like the darker the original color is going to change the outlook of it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
yep.
okay.
So it's pretty cool. It's warranted for 10 years. So if you get paint chips in it or rock chips in it, it's actually going to self-heal. The heat from the sun or from my engine, it actually just makes it kind of melt back up again. If it doesn't, they'll replace that piece for free. So it's pretty good stuff. It's actually the first car in the world to have the matte version of this Dyno Prism, and my car was actually used for the STEC for their promotion of this because they just rolled it out. They were super excited to use a black GTR to roll out their matte version because they had used a black GTR to roll out their gloss version of it back in the day.
I can't even remember your car being black.
I know. It's been almost a year now.
I'm so used to this right here.
Yeah.
If you'd have told me it was white, I would have believed you then. So, That's
And
all
now
right.
the yellow is actually reflective vinyl. So at night when the lights from other cars or from the streets hit it, that actually glows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
So this was something that you just on the spur of the moment thought of, or this is something they presented to you and you're like, okay, I want to go with this.
So I actually was going to have the gloss put on it.
Okay.
And then he was like, hey, I got contacted by Steck and they actually are rolling out a matte version finally. Would you be interested in that? Because they're looking for a project car to put it on.
Okay.
And I told them, I was like, I don't know. I didn't know how matte in that color change would look. And I was like, well, maybe if they comp my film, I'll take a chance on it.
Yeah.
And they did. And here we are. And I love it. I think I love it even more than I would have loved the gloss.
Oh man, this is true. This is true.
And then the yellow highlights, I actually had thought about doing white maybe, and like kind of toning it down. But we talked about it and I was like, you know what? If you're going to go all out.
Yeah,
And I love the yellow with it.
Yeah, I love the yellow look.
I like the contrast. I was kind of going for like a Tron kind of feel to it. We actually had talked about going and doing like all of the little lines. But number one, it looked a little bit too busy. And Evan, my guy that did it, he was afraid that the reflective vinyl was really stiff and rough.
yeah,
He was
so-
afraid it would etch into the paint protection
Yeah, I
film.
was thinking that too because I know I had somebody that got theirs done and when they tried one, it took off.
Yeah.
It sticks really hard.
Yeah, and that's what I was like, this is so beautiful. I didn't want to do anything to mess it up.
Oh man, it is good. It is good.
Thank
So
you
what's the
so
name of the
much.
shop that actually did this?
Brightside Auto Salon. They're down south side of Austin, but they are 100% worth the drive. Evan and his team down there, they're amazing. He started his own business. We actually followed him from Expel.
Okay.
And they were great there, and then he branched off and he started, this is Steck, S-T-E-K is the name brand of the film. And he liked their product better. He went with them, and he's already within the first couple years here of his business, he's already a black label installer, one of only 3 in the state of Texas.
That's amazing. But so far, you don't know anybody that actually got this color.
No, nope. I was the first one in the world with this color.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're gonna get ready to take a break, and all we can talk all day long about a car. But hey, she got a husband with a nice ride too. All right, okay, but we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. So it's the car wash. Okay. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Sober with Two Damn Rides Magazine here at the car wash. Okay, check this out. If you haven't copped it already, Two Damn Rides latest issue magazine and all is available on MacLeod.com. All right, we got a few events and all that from 2025 that is featured in here. So if you're in here, make sure you copy. You can also view this magazine on MacLeod.com before you make your purchase and see if this is what you want to purchase. All right, so MacLeod.com, 2DM Rides, and also our next issue coming out, our fall edition, covering the rest of the car shows in 2025. Holla at your boy. Peace. They should chuck a lot of time. All right. But hey, Stephen, going to talk about this Lambo, all right? So let's talk. Hey, let's talk about the performance of this one, man.
It is really, HUD's very good. So, full disclosure, we used to own a Miata. This is actually lower than the Miata.
Wow.
That we had an 01 Miata and it's lower. It's wider, it hugs the road. So like when we first did it, bought a new thing, driving it down the road, shifting. So this has it's called an E-gear transmission thing, and so it will, when it shifts, it's an automatic shift, but you can use paddle shifters or you can hit it automatic. But when it shifts hard. As a V10 engine with the performance, it is just going, once it shifts, it disengages, engages, and thrusts. And so you get that. And I read online everything, and what one of the things that somebody said was it's like Thor's hammer hitting the back of it as you shift again, because it shifts hard and it thrusts you forward every time you're going from second to third to fourth. When you actually floor it and go, it's very impressive.
What for the tires on? What type of tires, for that power that holds it on?
Right now we just have they're 19s Pirellis, and that's what the OEM recommended and everything, and so that way I don't raise traction or anything like that. And so they're good, grippy, sticky tires.
One thing for my Maserati, I have Pirellis on it also, but it's like that Texas heat, and it seems like they want to melt quicker. And I don't know if you have. Have you had that issue?
No, I haven't. And again, we have a race car, and then we have just the regular
Yeah,
car.
okay.
And so hers, when she hits the track and everything, yeah, we have 3 sets of tires. Anyway, this one only have 1 set, so so I don't track it, I don't anything like that. But I do just just drive it.
I got to change mine out already. Mine's already balling.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's all right. Now, as far as you said that it handles well curves, so the Miatas always take the curves pretty good.
They do.
So-
And so this one is about the same, but the way it's designed, the low, wide stance
Mhm.
when you take in curves, and this one actually is an all-wheel drive. So it does hug the curves, pulls tight, and it is great. GTR is as well, but this
I
is
would
just
love
nice.
to see some kind of video of it. You guys, have y'all been to Twisted Sister?
No. Oh, yes, we did, but in the GTR, not in this. Yeah, we did.
I
We
would
took the
love to
GTR.
see video or whatever.
It'd probably be cool.
Yeah, that would be
That
nice.
would be nice.
Just to see how you can moving around. Do you have for us the harnesses? Just regular? Or
This one is regular because again, it's not any high performance thing, so we just have a regular 3-point seatbelt there. Nothing big in this. So the only thing about the Lambo, so there is no cup holders, so there's no drinking in the Lambo, and there is no cruise control. So when you're driving, you're driving. You gotta you gotta be ready to punch it at any time. So
Radio? Do they have radio?
It does have a radio.
Okay.
It's only got 2 speakers, but yeah, it does have a radio. But you don't drive with the radio because the engine, as a V10, naturally aspirated engine, that hum behind you, it is just great, especially downshifting and punching it. The note is really
Yeah,
good.
definitely. Like I said, I'm always proud when you guys come around to any event that I'm hosting and putting these cars on display. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So we're gonna take a break. I would like to. I said it. I told them at first. I like, hey, let's not hear the exhaust, but we in a kind of closed up area. I want to hear it though. So we're gonna come back with you guys and stuff on Sober's the Car Wash. And y'all can hear these exhausts. All right. Peace.
Hey y'all, this is Tanea Marcia Silhouette, and I am watching Sober's The Car Wash on YouTube and TikTok.
Hey y'all, tune in with me to Sober's The Car Wash on YouTube and TikTok.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, we're back. I want you guys to get a chance to hear how this Lamborghini sounds. So let me step out of the way real quick. All right, let me catch my breath, and we're about to get ready to go over to the GTR. All right, guys, we're back. Guys, get a chance to hear the GTR. Just heard the Lambo, so now I'm about to hear the GTR. Let me step out the way. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to close out this interview, though. So stay tuned for the promotions after this video. We're back. Hey, much respect to you, though, Steve, and also to you, Miss Deja. Thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out at the car wash. This is our last episode, so I definitely wanted to do it twice this night. Lamborghini and the GTR. You can't beat this. But these guys truly come out to support my events, and I'm very grateful to have them being a part of my life, part of 2DM, and also the Central Texas Car Club communities out here, though. So thank you guys so much for your time. And stay tuned for 2026. We're going to have some more friends that come out here, put their cars and their bikes on display. So on behalf of 2DM Rides Magazine on 3 Racing, this is your boy Sober, and thank you for viewing Sober's the Car Wash. Peace.